Hey, how you doing? Duff here, and going out for a ride. It's funny, like a cold front blew through last night, and it's really nice outside. It's in the mid 70s. Humidity is down, and it's Monday afternoon. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, why don't you go out and go ride? And I'm sitting there, sitting on the sofa, and I'm like, I don't know that I feel like riding. It's a weird thing. I'm thinking, do I want to take the V11 and ride down to, or drive down to the beach and ride around there? And I'm thinking to myself, I don't think I want to do it. It's kind of weird, right? But then a bright idea popped into my head. Why not go ride the Mten3 around in a parking lot? And something that I've said repeatedly that I wanted to make sure that I'm doing, and or that I've wanted to do, and I haven't made the time to do it. So I'm gonna make some time, and I'm gonna go do it right now. I haven't ridden the thing in months and months. We're gonna go out and refamiliarize ourselves with why the Mten3 is so awesome. And we are shooting on my Sony ZV-1, which I have my Rode Wireless Go plugged into, so we are going to see how this works out. I'm still figuring out features of the ZV-1. I realized with the video I shot yesterday on my solar system, I did not have the smoothing on, the stabilization wasn't turned on. I believe I have it on now, and this is the first time I'm trying the external mic as well. So, yeah, we're testing that out as well. All right, so let's go. Okay, I approached the school. I saw the school. School lot was mostly empty, and I'm like, hey, you know what might be more fun with the Mten3? It's to come to the new park. You know, the new park that I ride around sometimes. The new park that's not quite done yet. But it's also the new park that doesn't really have a lot of people here either, so we're gonna ride the Mten3 around here instead. Okay, there she is. The little fun machine, the Gotway Mten3. Mine is one of the original, well, I don't know how original it is, but it's the 84 volt version. It's quite a few years old at this point. So let me ride a little bit and see how it feels. With the new camera, the field of view is considerably smaller, so I'm not quite sure what you will and will not see, so let's find out. So small. Usually it takes me a few minutes to reacclimate myself to the Mten3 characteristics. Can still go backwards on it though. No better wheel to go backwards on than an Mten3, in my opinion. Did put some air in this. It was down to like 10 PSI or something like that. This Mten3 is tubeless. At least back when I bought this, eWheels was selling all the Mten3s tubeless. So it means it has a bunch of gunk in it, you know, slime in it, basically. Put a little bit of charge on it, and she's ready to go. Even though I haven't ridden it, and man, I bet I wouldn't be surprised if it's 6 months at least. But it's just so much fun, man. It's just so easy to do things on an Mten3. Like during the live stream, one of the questions was, what do you look forward to in wheels in 2022? And my answer was having a wheel that can do everything that I want. A wheel that can go far, fast, and have suspension. And I said that that would basically do everything of the wheels that I currently have. The one exception to that is the Mten3. None of those wheels, no wheel can do what the Mten3 can do as far as maneuverability in a small space, lots of power for its form factor, extremely low center of gravity that makes it able to just do ridiculous maneuvers. You know, talk about turning on a dime. No other wheel does this, in my opinion. I've seen guys practicing soccer here before, but now this is the first time I've seen some baseball players here, or softball. They look like baseball players. They're actually using the baseball fields as well. I mean, they're groomed and ready to go, obviously, so that's cool, man. I just wish they would get the rest of this park working. I saw they actually have some of the water slides up on the far side, but that side of the park where a lot of the outbuildings are, it's just something's holding up the whole deal. I don't know what it was, because this originally was supposed to be open July of 2021. So they're about 6 months behind schedule, as is, with no new date posted. It was shifted to fall of last year, and I have not heard any updates since. Curious to see how the Rode Wireless Go works here with the ZV-1. Hopefully well. Hopefully this isn't all trash footage, but we'll find out. So the ZV-1, I really like the image quality on that video that I shot yesterday. One thing I noticed immediately was the battery life is very short on this. The good thing is replacement batteries are cheap, so I bought a 3-pack of other batteries and a fast charger to hopefully mitigate that somewhat. But yeah, battery life on the ZV-1 is not very long. So this is my point about the Mten3, and I've said this before, that, you know, usually when you associate riding EUCs, it's because you want to go really fast and far and cover a bunch of varied terrain. But the Mten3 is the only wheel that I can come into a enclosure for a dumpster and just, you know, just fart around, man, and just like no other wheel. At least for me, you know, with my limited skill set, this is the only wheel that allows me to do things like this with this ease and comfort and confidence. I mean, if I can do this on an Mten3, just imagine someone that really has some considerable skills can do. Oh, I don't think I mentioned this. So that live stream on New Year's Eve, it went late again till like 12:30 or something like that. Got to bed 1 o'clock. I was really looking forward to New Year's Day to, you know, getting a good night's sleep, you know, because I was tired. Instead, I wound up going to bed on New Year's Day at 1:45 in the morning. And you might be like, Duff, why were you up until 1:45 in the morning? You're an old dude, man. Come on, you need your rest. The reason I was up until 1:45 in the morning was because I watched the entire 4th season of Cobra Kai in one day. I think it was, is it 10 episodes? I think it was 10 episodes. Yeah, I watched the whole thing in one day. And it's deceiving because a lot of the episodes of Cobra Kai, you know, they get 30 to 40 minutes, they're not that long. So I was into the story and I'm like, oh wow, just one more episode, man, one more episode. You know, it's only another 30 minutes or whatever. And before you know it, it's one more episode 10 times over. And it's very late at night. So yeah, I got through it. Obviously I enjoyed it. I liked Cobra Kai season 4. Larry Zarkov said that he heard they also shot season 5 already. They shot them both back to back, I guess, to save some production time and money. So there is at least a season 5 coming. I enjoyed season 4. Okay, venturing here towards the sports fields. Baseball on the right, soccer on the left. The AstroTurf field, they have, I think 2 AstroTurf fields and 2 natural grass fields here. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up the video. Just a real little quick, hey, how you doing? Mten3 is still awesome. If you found the video interesting, please give it a big thumbs up. If this is your first time visiting the channel, please consider subscribing. If you're going to subscribe, you can hit the notify bell, which is over there somewhere. Keep an eye on that camera, making sure it's nice and stable. Feel free to leave your comments, suggestions, ideas, and thoughts below. You know, if you're one of those people waiting for your wheel to show up, Never had an Mten3? This is a great little way to mix up your EUC riding experience. Not that expensive, and there's a good chance you can probably find one in stock somewhere. And the 67 volt version for doing this kind of stuff is just as good as the 84 volt, and it's probably less expensive too. So yeah, think about adding the Mten3 to your collection. That is my advice. So I hope you guys have a great week. Happy New Year once again. Until next time, Duffman out. Yeah, look at mine. The newer ones have more or less full-size pedals. Back then, they still were selling them with these tiny, tiny pedals. As you can see, not exactly the best fit for my feet. I guess at some point I'll do a ZV1 review, even though camera reviews are definitely not my thing. But like I said, so far the Cliff Notes version is, I like the pictures, the picture quality, small battery, and man, are there a lot of settings. Holy crap, man, it's menu upon menu, pages of menus, so there's lots and lots to tweak if you need to.